Yeah, he put out the good ass intro and the good ass outro on two different mixtapes. So then now
So that's like,
it would make sense that Chance and Kanye put out a good ass job.
so it's like Kanye and Chance like Raekwon and Ghostface.
Nah, Kanye and Chance is like Snoop Dogg at church.
Stop, man. It's too early in the episode for this shit, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, man, like that's what it's gonna be, man.
I don't want to talk about Snoop Dogg at church, man.
Unless Chance decides to stop listening to gospel music, because that's what he said was his influence during coloring book yeah. And on Ultralight Beam. Like he was listening to a lot of gospel music. So unless he don't listen to so much gospel music and he go back to juke music, maybe he was listening to juke music when he put out Walla Camp. He was like, oh yeah, man, that's what I've been listening to for the last 2 weeks. Oh man, you seen that Hannibal Buress was it Hannibal Buress or was it Real?
Man, I don't know.
They put him on the he was explaining juke music, and then they made a whole song out of him saying K Swiss.
That sounds like
look at that bitch. That bitch got on K Swiss. Oh shit! Look at that.
That sounds like some Real to be doing. Swiss. That don't sound too much like Hannibal.
Real is a real West Sider, man.
I've been seeing Hannibal in real life. I haven't been seeing Hannibal on TV and movies. I've been seeing Hannibal outside. Like Hannibal,
but he's big though, right?
Yeah,
like he's bigger than Rail, right?
Yeah,
I mean Rail got his own show right now.
It depends on which. I think Hannibal is bigger. Like after the whole Cosby thing, Hannibal just exploded.
What was the Cosby thing?
He's the reason.
Oh yeah,
you don't know?
Nah.
So he did a stand up set and he was talking about he was talking about Google searches. And he said he typed in Bill Cosby, and one of the first results that came up is Bill Cosby rape allegations. That was one of the jokes in his set.
So he was one of the first people to talk about.
Right.
And then he brought it to the light.
Right. Like, he literally was like, man, I typed in Bill Cosby and Bill Cosby rape allegations popped up. So damn. He started the whole shit.
See, that's like Lowe saying, he didn't know what he was going to say when he got on stage for one of them stand-ups when y'all was doing the stand-up stuff.
Yeah.
And he looked past the crowd to the TV, and he was like, oh, so they just killed Osama bin Laden, and everybody just started laughing.
Yeah.
Not knowing that was the actual truth. Like, they had just killed Osama bin Laden as he got on stage. And it just made the set that much easier. Like, the first words that came out of his mouth made everybody laugh.
And that just diffused everything.
Yeah.
I be seeing Hannibal out, man. Like Hannibal was on Keville one day. I'm dead fucking serious.
Just out there.
Like it was crazy because I hopped in my car. I was going somewhere, and I'm parked in front of the building, and I look and I see Hannibal. Right?
It's Hannibal.
So it's like I'm like, I'm a weirdo motherfucker. So I ain't finna say, "Hey, Hannibal." I hit the horn on his ass like, man. Forgetting that this nigga's from the hood like me. So the horn blow, he don't do shit.
Yeah.
So I rev my engine like,
nah, that's some weirdo shit.
Now he turned around and look. I'm like, Hannibal Buress. He was like, what's up, man? Like, that's what's up, man.
What's up? That's what's up.
It's fucked up when I see it, like, he from the hood, like I'm from the hood. But when I see him, I didn't act like the hood person that I am. I acted like I'm not from here.
Yeah. But you should have walked up to him like, man, let's buy my CD.
I mean, man, you want to buy my mixtape? Shit, that's how it was when I seen Ye yesterday.
I thought you weren't going to talk about that.
But I figured since we talking about seeing motherfuckers from the hood in the world.
In the world. I'm out in the world.
I'm down on my life. Yeah. I seen Kanye West yesterday at the Museum of Science and Industry. And you know what he was wearing?
Science.
A purple snapback.
See, I feel like Kanye West wearing clothes shouldn't be like a topic of conversation.
But it's a thing now, man.
Because you know what?
When you search,
everybody else in the Museum of Science and Industry was wearing clothes.
Yeah. But when you search Kanye West on your Googles,
on the Googles,
every picture of Kanye West that you see, you know what he's wearing? Red MAGA hat. And to see the purple snapback, I was like, hey, man, hey.
Mm-hmm. Maybe he was bipartisan when he's at home. Maybe he's bipartisan at the crib.
Nigga was down there looking at farming equipment.
Hey, man, I feel like the Museum of Science and Industry is the wrong place to look at farming equipment. like, there's so much better places to go to look at farming equipment. I'm going to go to this super expensive museum, this ultra chic museum.
Nah, but you said something a long time ago. You even made a song about it. He was being a Chi-Town citizen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you go to Wrigleyville, when you go to Science and Industry, when you go to the Shed Aquarium and shit like that, it's being a Chi-Town citizen. The nigga live here now.
Yeah.
We gonna see his ass around.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't expect to see him around because it's like, you know, these little the kids, man, they go crazy over this nigga.
We got to go to Tao and Club Paris and all the places that he might just be sitting there.
Mm-hmm. Just chilling.
I wonder how many security guards there is in these places. Like, you go to Tao, it's gonna be Kanye standing next to D Rose, standing next to Chance,
standing next to D Ray.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, how many security guards is there? Is there like 25 celebrities, 75 security guards?
Mm-hmm. But you know, Chance don't roll with security.
There was security all behind him when we went to go see Joe.
See, because you had a better look at the guy because you had interactions with him. I didn't even know he was there until we was about to leave.
Yeah.
And I just seen him standing there.
Like,
and I was like, man, his face looks smaller in person. It's on that Kit Kat commercial. They gave him the pit bull head. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man. Speaking of Chance the Rapper, what would you do? What would you do with your Mega Millions? If you played a $2 ticket and came off with $1.6 billion, what would you do?
Well, let me preface my statement by saying, if you buy a Mega Millions ticket, you've already lost. I see buying lottery tickets as a sign that you've given up hope and leave the fate of your life and your destiny.
Life and what?
In the hands.
No, it's $2.
You asked me a question. Man. Can I finish my statement? Can I finish?
It's $2, man.
Can I finish?
You spend $2 on some bullshit
today. So I can't finish. Can I finish?
All right, man, finish. Man.
All right, so look. Basically, you buy a lottery ticket, you put in the fate of your definition of being rich and successful in the hands of a ticket that you know is not going to get you anything. Like, you know, I'm speaking from a place of watching my father go and spend $40, $50.
We're not talking about $40, $50. We're talking about $2 damn.
Look, it's a mentality. You're doing too much talking, not enough listening. Listen to me. So, bam, you spend $2 on a ticket, you don't win, right? Mm-hmm. I done bought scratch-off tickets for $1, right? Why you keep stopping me? Let me finish. So I done bought tickets for $1, right? Now you buy it in the beginning like, ooh, if I win something, that's going to be what's up.
See, now, if I asked you, what would you do for a Klondike bar, and you gave me this much, nobody would buy a Klondike bar.
Once again, I have a point that I'm getting to, but you won't let me get there. Let me get to it. Can I get to it? Can I get to it, please?
Man.
All right, so, bam. I had spent money on different types of lottery tickets before, and all it did was make me spend more money on tickets. So, I prefaced my statement by saying,
that was
I'm not going to buy. I wonder why. So, look, I wouldn't buy one, but if I did, and I happened to win, the first thing that I would do would be pay my taxes. That would be the first thing.
Yeah, you talking about other taxes, right? Because the money off the ticket, you don't get the money until you pay your taxes off the ticket.
Yeah. So I would take that money, I pay off all my debts, and then you never see me again, except for on the internet.
Man. So
you gotta get your mama straight. I'm gonna get my mama straight. You know what I'm saying? Get my grandmama straight and make my brother work for me And then that's
it. Your brother ain't gonna work for you, boy.
My brother never worked for me. He'll take a revolver and blow his brains out before he come and work for me.
Eddie might work for me.
Hell no, Eddie ain't working for you. Fuck out of here. We in the same boat, buddy. Hell no. But yeah, I get my brother straight, my mama straight, my grandma straight, my pop straight, my girl straight. And the rest of that shit is going into smart investments. Give me a renter spoon.
I would definitely get every single kiosk that's like a self-manned kiosk at the mall. I would buy one of each of them. All sorts of vending machines and Dippin' Dots and all that shit. Shit that I just gotta go and collect the money. You won't never see me. I just go unlock the machine, lock that bitch back up, stock it.
Right, because didn't you have an idea about the vending machines?
Yeah, I've always wanted vending machines.
Yeah, see, I don't know. As far as investments go, I would like to do something that I could be more hands-on with. Because if I ain't got to worry about money, I got to worry about what the hell I'm gonna do with my time.
You see, so I mean, that was a long ass preface.
I mean, because is $1 billion really a lot of money? Because after taxes, what? That's $600 million.
No, that's a whole billion. No, it's 1.6 billion. If they take away, if all you're getting is 600 million after they take away 1.6 billion, they took $1 billion away in taxes. That's crazy. It's like,
no, I didn't know it was 1.6. I thought it was just 1 billion.
Oh no, it's 1.6 billion.
Okay.
So, all right.
Because what, they taking like 40%, right?
Yeah, which is like, so you walk away with like 900 million.
Right.
You know, you're still walking away with more than Jay-Z had before he married Beyonce.
So, I mean, that's a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I said I would definitely hit up two people.
Elon Musk.
Chance the Rapper gets 100 million. Not for him.
To run his mayoral campaign?
Whatever he be doing. Because he's always doing something great for the city of Chicago. True. Something that I don't have the vision to do, you know.
True.
But if I could just give him that to do it for the city of Chicago, and LeBron James, give him 100 million to go towards either the I Promise School or whatever other things he wants to do to empower the community.
Now, see, I understand, but you know what I would probably do?
Just because they have the vision that I don't have, you know.
I would start my own philanthropic organization and then move in conjunction with Chance and LeBron instead of just giving them money.
I mean, obviously.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I just give me a nice ass conversion van.
What the fuck is...
And then I would go from I would drive from here to Alaska and then just...
Now, if we talking about toys...
all the way down to Chile.
No, if we talking about toys, you talking about conversion vans, I would have Elon Musk make me a conversion van.
A Tesla conversion van?
A Tesla conversion van. What? Nigga, I've been looking at Teslas, right? And I'm like, man, why did I buy this car?
Cause, man, you a loyal customer.
Man, no. It's because I wasn't looking at no damn Tesla. If I had seen a Tesla, man, fuck my car.
So, I got, well, it's not a regret.
Because you can drive Uber Black with a Tesla, right?
I don't think so.
No?
I think it's just regular Uber.
Oh.
But I learned. This is a lesson for y'all that I learned.
Lesson?
It's not a regret. It's a lesson. When I went in to Uber and I got the Uber lease, I had enough credit. I had good enough credit
to go and get a car.
To actually buy a car with a 3-year payment plan and have it paid off in 3 years. Yeah. And it would have been half the price that I would have paid for the Uber lease. Like,
and then, you could have went and leased a car from a dealer.
Yeah. Actually leased a car with a down payment and I had it. I was ready to go.
Right. And and for the price of the Uber lease, you could have got a very nice car.
A nicer car. I had a nice car, but I could have got a nicer car.
Right. Like you could have got an Uber Black car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like instead of the Ford Fusion, I could have got the big boy Ford Fusion, which is the Lincoln MKZ.
You could have got like an E-Class Mercedes or something.
And you know what I want, man?
What?
I want that motherfucking CTS station wagon. That's the car I want, man.
Cadillac?
A Cadillac CTS station wagon.
I haven't seen it, but you know what I have been seeing over the past couple of days? The fucking Land Rover Discovery.
The new one?
Yeah, that bitch is beautiful with the bubble back.
Yeah.
That bitch is beautiful.
Yeah. I've never been a fan of the Land Rovers. Remember Sanchez had a Land Rover. Shouts out to Sanchez.
Sanchez is the man.
Yeah, he is.
One day you will sit in this seat. It doesn't exist.
He commented. He said he wanted to be on the show.
Yeah, I know. We're going to bring him on. Yeah. But shit, we've been talking for 15 minutes and we haven't said welcome back.
Welcome
to the Faculty Lounge podcast, Kobe Bryant edition.
Yeah, man. Episode 24.
Yeah, bitch.
Make that ass roll like a 24.
John J over here.
Anonymous over here, a.k.a. Matt Black.
We've been having fun and laughing since before the camera came on.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, cold as hell outside. I was thinking last night, right?
It's hoodie weather.
I stayed in the crib. I'm like, man, if you don't have something real specific to do, you is not about to be outside. I stayed in the house and watched like TV. Like, you know, because when the last time you stayed in the house and watched TV, like with the specific goal of not going outside?
Man, I don't be having time for that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I watch? I watch Blackish. Blackish on WGN. 7 o'clock Central.
Okay, so speaking of Blackish,
mm-hmm.
How about our girl Rihanna? How about the good girl gone bad?
Hey, man. Shouts out to Rihanna. Also, shouts out to Amy Schumer for doing the same thing. He just don't like Amy.
It's not that I don't like Amy. I don't think Amy Schumer is funny. Amy Schumer is not funny.
I don't think Rihanna's gone bad. I think she's still a good girl.
I'm going off what she said. Hey. I mean, you just said it yourself. She breaks billionaires.
She did break a billionaire.
Yeah, like she's a bad girl, man.
Yeah, she had Aubrey talking to Drake. She had Aubrey talking to
Bryant.
Yeah. In a perfect world.
See?
I would have married her.
You talk about all the people I don't like. I don't never say nothing about your hate for Drake.
I don't.
You be going in on Aubrey, man.
Nah.
You be treating Aubrey kind of hard, man.
I fucks with Canada, man. You can smoke all the weed you want and still get a job in Canada.
Really?
I don't know, but it's legal everywhere.
Yeah, but Rihanna turned down the Super Bowl,
mm-hmm.
and that made me happy. That gave me a glimmer of hope for this NFL money shit.
Is Rihanna still Rock Nation?
I don't know.
Because if she's still Rock Nation, it makes sense that she wouldn't do it the year after her boss didn't do it.
Think Kanye would do it?
That's a very good question, man. That is a very good question, man.
That's crazy.
Oh, man. I don't know, man.
Me neither. Look, I would like to think that Kanye would not do the Super Bowl.
I think he would.
But I think Kanye loves Kanye so much.
I think Kanye would do the Super Bowl just based off the fact that he's been trying to get Donald Trump and Colin Kaepernick in the same room. Mm. What if Kanye would do the Super Bowl and bring out Colin Kaepernick?
That'd be major.
That seems like something Kanye would do.
That would be way major.
It seemed like Kanye would have Colin Kaepernick out there.
No. Hell no. But
for real, I think I would say yes, but he would have Colin Kaepernick on the field with him.
I absolutely think that Kanye is doing the Super Bowl because the bigger the stage, the more Kanye you can get. And the more Kanye is, the better for Kanye.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think he'll do it, but not for the reasons that people would think he was doing.
Yeah. He ain't I don't think Kanye is a white supremacist at all.
The fuck no, man. This nigga, look, people think that the man is stupid. He's not dumb. He's still black. He knows what the fuck is going on. So, he ain't about to do no Super Bowl without spreading the message.
I mean, I guess there is science and industry in farming. I guess I'm just still trying to make sense out of this going to the museum for farming lessons.
I mean, shit, I ran into him in the farming section. I mean, that is close to the first floor, so he might have just got there. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But that bottom row of diamond teeth was spectacular.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But yeah, shout out to Rihanna, man. she's not doing the Super Bowl, and that makes me feel better about not watching the Super Bowl.
And Amy Schumer, because I feel like she's done some pretty good.
But what would Amy Schumer do at the Super Bowl?
She does commercials every year. Every year, Amy Schumer's on at least 2 or 3 Super Bowl commercials, and they make money off them commercials.
Boy, I don't give 2 fucks about what Amy Schumer does.
Man, see, I don't know. See, I feel differently. I feel like this is a black issue, but to have people from other races step up and join the cause is important. You know, because somebody who might like Amy Schumer but not like black people sees her protest as, oh man, maybe I should pay more attention to that.
I feel you, but it just doesn't make that big of an impact for me.
Hey,
let Tom Brady do something or something like that.
Does he play football?
He plays some kind of game.
Yeah,
but like I feel you. I do feel you. I just don't think Amy Schumer's funny. So it's like anytime you mention Amy Schumer, it's like, ugh.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Like we was talking about stand-up. You ever seen Amy Schumer's Netflix special?
Yeah.
It's not funny at all. Like they had to, look, I don't know this to be fact, but I heard somebody else say it. They had to change the rating system on Netflix because it was getting such poor reviews on Netflix.
Oh, wow.
So you know how it's like the thumbs
and Monique
up, thumbs
still
down.
Ain't got none.
I mean, look, man, I don't want to talk about that.
Because, that was one of the main people Monique was coming at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, shit. I think that has less to do with Amy Schumer and more to do with Monique, though.
As far as Amy Schumer and Monique, though, shouts out to Kanye West.
Exactly. Now, moving right along. Let's keep it black for a minute.
Oh, Jay and Bay divorced Ye and K.
Yeah. I mean, we knew that was gonna happen. Once he went to the White House.
Nah, see, it wasn't even at the White House. It was as soon as Beyonce had the twins, she was like, I don't want Kim Kardashian around my kids. It's been that old.
So you think
it's been going on for that long.
Yeah.
You know?
So I had
this new dreaded up Jay.
See, you've been coming at Jay-Z crazy for like episodes upon episodes, man.
Hey, man.
We got to call you out on your shit, man.
Hey, man. Cuz, man.
You've been going hard at Jay-Z. Why have you been going so hard at Hov?
Cuz, man, Beyonce won Best Artist of the Year. Best Album of the Year on the BET Awards. That was Beyonce.
It was the Carters. It's
wife.
his name. It's the Carters. Sean Carter.
The Knowles.
And Beyonce.
The Knowles.
But you go look at me funny for saying fuck Amy Schumer.
Hey,
but you
man.
could go in on Jay-Z. That's fucked up. You know that, right?
You got me looking like George Zimmerman right now.
Yeah,
man.
you sound like him. Amy Schumer's American commodity. Jay-Z's just Beyonce's puppet. Face sad, boy.
Hey, man.
Nah, but shit, I knew it was coming. If that wasn't on the books already, I feel like Jay-Z was leaving the door open, and like Beyonce closed it.
You think it had something to do with the Watch the Throne 2 coming out?
I knew that was never gonna happen. I knew it's just like the climate of things, and plus the fact that the original Watch the Throne came out in 2011.
So it was
that time has come and gone.
It was Beyonce saying, "I don't want this broad in my house,"
mm-hmm.
and then it was Watch the Throne 2 coming out soon,
mm-hmm.
and then it was the White House interview.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess 3 strikes you out, huh?
Pretty much.
Yeah,
pretty much. But yeah. So Netflix canceled Luke Cage. No. They canceled Luke Cage.
I still haven't seen the second season.
I don't think Luke Cage was believable as Luke Cage.
You don't think, Bo? I can't even do the accent.
I'm Luke Cage. Harlem's mine. If you want Harlem, you're gonna have to come through me. I'm Luke Cage. Like, he didn't come off as a dude that's used to getting shot at from Harlem. You know what I'm saying? Let Cameron play Luke Cage.
Oh shit! Yes.
Let Jim Jones play Luke Cage.
Yes. Goddammit. Oh shit!
Hell yeah!
Dame Dash should be working in the barbershop and shit.
Yeah. Diddy would be like one of the villains or some shit.
Like real Harlem.
Yeah.
Oh, if they would have made Luke Cage Black Harlem like that.
Right. I didn't even think about it. Like, Method Man was on the first season of Luke Cage.
Yeah. Method Man is from Staten Island.
Yeah. Like, we haven't seen Diddy. We haven't seen Cam. We ain't seen none of the dips.
Yeah.
That's something, man.
Yeah. I didn't think about that.
He got what he deserved. Nah, but shoot. I mean, the first season was okay. And the second season was like, let's get on with it already.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Damn.
It's like hard to watch.
You not want to watch it.
It was hard to watch because, like, even though the story was good, it's like the acting wasn't that great, and then the action wasn't that great. So it's like you watching it because you're part of the black delegation.
I still fuck with Cottonmouth mustache though.
Yeah, I like Cottonmouth.
He had the best mustache.
Yeah, Cottonmouth was the nigga.
Shouts out to Cottonmouth Barber.
Mashallah Ali's barber.
That's his name?
Yeah.
All right, so where was he before Moonlight? Moonlight?
Yeah, it was Moonlight. I didn't see Moonlight, but I know he was in it. I don't know where he was at before that.
Oh, man, he was in something good. I was like, oh, man, that's dude from there.
I don't know. You know, they always start out in good places, and then they just get put in the spotlight.
Yeah.
It's like, and then it's like Luke Cage just came out of nowhere. Like, I hadn't seen dude in anything else before Luke Cage.
But, I mean, it's Netflix. Like, how much does Netflix have to do with Stan Lee?
I mean, it's Marvel. If you got that stamp on it, Stan Lee gonna come and check on it.
Did Stan Lee make an appearance?
I don't think he appears in the shows. He appears in all the movies, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like if he ain't in it, he ain't put a stamp on it. He just collected that check and kept it moving.
I don't know. You think he gave a damn about Luke Cage and was just like, give me my money?
Yeah, I feel like, you know what I'm saying?
But it's good. It's good Marvel shows on Netflix, though. They talk about Daredevil.
Yeah, Daredevil is supposedly the shit.
Yeah, he said Daredevil.
Everybody loves Daredevil.
And then they had the Defenders and Jessica Jones and Iron Fist. Like, all the Defenders have their separate shows on Netflix.
So is Iron Fist good? Because I've been wanting to watch that.
You know, I wasn't a fan of, like, I only watched the shows of characters that I know. I didn't watch Jessica Jones. I didn't watch Iron Fist, you know, because I was real heavy into the Marvel cartoons.
Yeah.
So if they wasn't in a cartoon, I probably don't know who they are.
Yeah, I don't
know on the video game. You know what I'm saying? I know. You were robbed. Your childhood was torn away from you.
It was all violin, man.
Yeah, man. Violin. And newspapers.
Yeah.
And coffee.
Nah, I ain't getting the coffee until I didn't start drinking coffee till I started smoking weed.
Oh man.
That's a bad combination.
Yeah, man.
Fuck your breath up. Musty mouth.
Yeah, man. So Canada, our neighbors to the north.
Oh, Canada.
Don't do that, man. Home of Aubrey Drake Graham, home of Alanis Morissette, home of Celine Dion, home of the Beeps.
You heard he got married? That little bro gonna take half and run.
That's a whole nother topic for a whole nother show. But I just did. Hey,
and that's Canadian money.
We want prenup.
And that's Canadian money, so that's worth more than American money.
Hey man, if you got that much money and you ain't getting no, if that woman don't want to get no prenup, I don't think that's your bride.
Man, they ran with it though. Like she said, you want to marry this pussy? And he was like, yes.
Like, bro, could you put yourself in that position to where you are sitting on like hundreds of millions of dollars and you're gonna trust this woman not to ever stop liking you? Man, that's a hard proposition.
I stop liking people all the time.
Man, people that I was very fond of at one point.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's like, man, you just gonna go off of a good faith agreement.
Hey, I mean, that's what marriage is. It's all about being faithful. I thought that's what marriage was. Yeah. Forever and ever to be faithful, to have and to hold.
Who made that up? Who made that up? Who made up the wedding vows?
White Jesus.
Hold on, I gotta look this up. I gotta look up who made the wedding vows because everybody thinks this is the end all be all to marriage. I think we found something here.
Elon Musk.
Nah, man. All right, who made marriage vows? Because I look at people like Tiger Woods.
Frederick Douglass.
Or
just naming people now.
Who else? Paul McCartney.
And Palmer.
She hopped out with one leg. With all that money. She hopped out of that marriage.
Oh man.
Man, shit. All right, so it was it the Catholic Church?
Oh, white Jesus, what I tell you?
Hey, man. Hey. Yeah. So, should we, as proud Africans, be subscribing to the concept of having to hold through sickness and health and all of that shit?
See, I feel like it's all right. So now I grew up in the church, right?
Mm-hmm. Me too.
So all the stuff that's in the Bible, I always felt like I was gonna do that anyway. Like the 10 Commandments, love thy neighbor, and don't kill your parents, and all that stuff. You know, like I was gonna do that anyway.
Like it's common knowledge.
Yeah, like it's common sense. It's not knowledge, it's sense. You know, it's something you feel. You feel that you're not supposed to run somebody over with your car. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and if you really love your partner, you're gonna do all these things regardless.
Right, you're gonna have and hold them through sickness and health.
Yeah,
like nobody has to tell you.
You don't have to sign a piece of paper and tell them that you're gonna do that. You just actions speak louder than words at that point.
That's a whole nother thing. Signing the paper. That's like you got to be a dumbass to sign the paper.
So what I found out is that the piece of paper that you sign is a contract between you and the United States government and them and the United States government. So it has nothing to do with you and them.
So I thought it was making the United States a member of the Union.
But no, it's actually both of y'all coming into union with the United States as one. Because, you know, you are you with capital letters.
Right.
I am me with capital letters.
The Social Security card.
Yeah, now we're us with capital letters. Which basically means I can use your social and you can use my social. Because we're the same person.
I didn't know that.
You know what I'm saying? Like Arlo and Priscilla. Arlo can walk into a store. I'm just using people's real names and shit.
Yeah.
But one can walk into the store with the other one's social security card, well, a marriage certificate in their ID and swipe their credit card for $1,000 purchase. And it's legal because it's a legally binding contract.
And this, you know this to be fact?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. I'm not a Moor, but you know, I've watched a lot of videos and I've, you know, done the research, gone online and read the treaties and all the stuff, you know, like it's
That's crazy. But I feel like
the marriage license has nothing to do with the person that you decided to be with for the rest of your life.
That's what I was thinking about. Like, why not just avoid the whole having to sign documents and all that anyway? If you're making an oath,
yeah, you know,
the oath is the oath with or without the legal documentation.
And now this is what I don't get. It's the separation of church and religion, church and state. You know what I'm saying? But you have to go to the courthouse to sign the paper before you go to the church and have the ceremony.
See, I didn't know that either. I thought you could have the ceremony and then go. Like, you can go whenever you want to.
The pastor can't do nothing until y'all been married for 24 hours.
Right, and then you have to have
like, you have to show the pastor your marriage
license.
I
mean, like, your pastor has to be, like, certified and have a license to preach. You know,
yeah.
Before he can perform that ceremony for you. See, that's crazy, man. That's
a lot of bullshit that goes into the bullshit.
And then they got the right one. They got the right one because you can ask any man that you know whether or not he needs to sign a paper for his marriage to be real. Hell no. Fuck, I need to go and do all that for. But
you know why though?
No.
Life insurance, health insurance, all that stuff. The government ain't finna acknowledge y'all. That's why gay people went through so much shit.
Yeah. I know about that.
To be able to have health insurance for the person they've been with for 25 years.
I know about that because the person you married to can draw out your social security or your pension or something like that. Yeah. Like your kids can't get it. It has to be your spouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that. That's why people get married on their deathbed and shit.
Yeah. Because you can't get it if you don't have that license.
Yeah, I feel like if you don't have like the constraints of the state in your shit when it's time for y'all to part ways, if that's what you're gonna do, it's just easier.
Yeah.
Because now you got her white daddy coming in saying, well, my daughter need this and my daughter need that. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up.
And the whole time, your daughter was paying for all that. So I'm really the one that need all that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I need this, man.
In modern day America.
Yeah. You think about how it's like they've captivated the mind of the woman to believe these things. Like the whole thing about the wedding ring and all of that. Like, you know, that whole diamond engagement ring and wedding ring, that was started by Zales.
Yeah, like
a jeweler started that.
And they ran with
that shit.
You know, yesterday was Sweetest Day.
Yeah, it was. It was Sweetest Day.
The male Valentine Day.
Yesterday was Sweetest Day.
But so I Googled Sweetest Day. It is a holiday celebrated in the Midwest and the northeastern states.
So nowhere else do they celebrate Sweetest Day.
In some parts of northern Florida. So I think Florida man started Sweetest Day.
So it ain't even a thing.
No.
Wow.
They don't even know about that shit in Cali.
Yeah. Think about Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day should be a paid holiday.
Yeah, it should.
As much money as they make us spend on that bullshit.
Yeah, if you gotta spend money on it, it should be a paid holiday.
Yeah.
You're right, man. Yeah, We can go on and on about this marriage and prenup shit. I mean, because it's very interesting though. It's very interesting.
I guess the point of this segment has been weed is legal in Canada now.
Yes, it is. Oh, Canada.
We went into all this shit off of trying to talk about weed being legal in Canada.
But I mean, it's very interesting though. Like I talked to a woman, right? And she is just...
You talked to a woman?
I did.
Wow. Wow.
So she was telling me, in order for her to feel validated in her relationship and to feel secure...
She need a diamond ring and your signature.
She needs to be married.
That's a Drake song right there. I need
See,
a bank card.
There you go again, bashing Drake.
It's not Drake, it's the City Girl.
You messed up the Canadian anthem. Now you bashing Drake again.
It's
You can't even say it.
Basically, what she said was, I need the bank card and the code to the safe.
Mm-hmm.
Code to the safe. Code to the safe.
Yeah.
Like, no. Why can't you just be there?
Because behind every man is a strong woman.
With a bank card and the code to the safe.
Now you being chauvinistic, man. You don't represent me.
Nah, I represent the table.
So speaking of marriages and prenups and clean cuts, Diddy and Cassie.
Oh yeah.
Parted ways.
Damn,
man. What is we gonna do now?
You gonna try to holler at Cassie?
Nah, man. I don't want Diddy slap Drake.
Oh, hey, I'm sorry, Aubrey, man, but this is not your episode.
Man, yeah. Yeah, he been catching all kinds of flack, man.
Hey, man. So, I read on Twitter that Joe Budden's last podcast was the best one that the person on Twitter had ever seen. So, I went back and I had to watch it based off of that tweet.
Yeah.
And... just stacking up W's.
Yeah.
The man has been stacking up W's.
Yeah.
You know,
like when I listen to him say it, well, let's tell him what we're talking about.
We're talking about.
Go ahead and do it. You've been waiting on it. Yeah. King Push. Yeah. Pusha T was on the Wednesday episode of the Joe Budden podcast, and he cleared up a lot of shit about the beef between him and Drake.
Man, so the shit that got me was Jay Prince. Because everybody is scared shitless of Jay Prince.
Me included.
But he was just like, I don't know Jay Prince. I never met him. My publicist talked to him, And then he went further than that to say he went on a book tour
based off of my album dropping.
Yeah.
I saw that. Yeah, and that stuck out to me too, cause it's like I seen a TMZ interview of Jay Prince, and I'm like, why is Jay Prince on TMZ talking about Pusha T?
Yeah,
holding his book in his hand.
I think.
Look, I don't have anything to say about Jay Prince, but that did get me to thinking a little bit. I thought a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah. So as Pusha T put it, he never said nothing about anything because he was holding all the cards. He didn't have to say nothing.
Yep. And
that rang true to me when I listened to what Drake said on The Shop with LeBron.
Yeah, man.
He was like, man, I heard the diss record. I thought it was trash, but the chess move was impeccable.
Yeah, man. That's the only thing I've been seeing on Twitter. The chess move.
It was definitely a fantastic chess move.
Like, yeah, because
he screwed up everything Drake had going.
Pusha's last chess move was way harder than Drake claiming Jay Prince told him not to put a song out. You know, like, wow.
Yep.
You know, and the whole 40 situation was just like,
yeah. Now that caught me off guard. I wasn't even thinking about 40 at all.
Yeah. Hey, man, that's why
these hoes ain't loyal.
That's why you sign a prenup and you marry one and you just stay there.
It's cheaper to keep it there, boy. Yeah,
that's crazy though, man.
Right. So,
hey, man, but that pillow talk shit is real, man.
Yes, it is.
I done been in some pillow talk bullshit.
It's man. Me too.
I done been in some pillow talk bullshit with one of my closest guys.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? That's my man's.
But my man's in there.
But we really almost fell out over.
I don't know no fucking Kiana, man.
Yeah, we almost really fell out over some fucking pillow talk, man. Yeah. That shit is not cool, over man.
Pushy.
Yeah, man. You don't. I mean, see, and that's the thing. You can't say you don't pillow talk because you don't pillow talk with these bitches, but
you pillow talk with niggas
with your wife.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because your wife is you. You guys share a social security number.
You ride and die together.
Yeah. You don't go outside of the house and talk to other people about
what's going on in the house.
Yeah.
That's our business.
Because you know what I'm saying? Like, but some broad that he was just sleeping with.
Right, something he was poking on.
Like, you don't talk about Drake with some broad.
Yeah, I would think like even to a certain degree with your wife being in that position, there's certain things that as bad as you would like to include her in on, you can't because it's too much at stake.
Like, because 40 is a consigliere.
Yeah.
Like, so you are like a main part of the family.
Right.
So there's some shit that your wife just ain't gonna find out. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Even in The Godfather, you never seen dude's wife. You know what I'm saying? It was only him.
Mm-hmm.
When it was wartime, it was only him. Mm-hmm. When it was peacetime, it was only him. He went home. Obviously, he was married. You couldn't make it that far up in the family if you wasn't married.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have a wife, a girlfriend, a mistress, all that. You know
now, let me ask you a question. Pusha T said it. Do you believe it?
I believe, based solely off of the WGCI interview, that Kanye really did not know at that time. Mm-hmm. And when he found out, he truly did not give a fuck. Mm-hmm. Like it wasn't something that he was finna go gossip about. Because that's not some shit that Kanye would care about.
And then when you seen
Drake having a baby is not getting Kanye into a stadium.
Right. That's not getting him in the White House.
Yeah.
That's not putting houses on this 300 acres.
Yeah. Kanye don't give a fuck about that shit. Yeah. He's not finna go pillow talk.
Yeah. And he's a man of a certain age.
Yeah.
It's like, but Pusha is too though.
Yeah.
Ain't Pusha older than Kanye?
You older than a nigga that you running under.
Yeah. Wow. We can talk all the shit that we want to. Duppy was still hard, man.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm stuck at, right? Everybody is saying that Pusha T won, right?
Pusha T did win.
He won, like Drake said, he won from the aspect of a chess move. But if we just talking about whose song sounded better, I like the Duppy freestyle a lot better.
Like just the way, man, Pusha T broke down his whole fucking life. You know what I'm saying? What do you say? Virginia Williams.
right. That's true. That this was more about Kanye than about Pusha. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
He whatchamacallit.
But he at the same time he wasn't going at Pusha mama. Though.
He talked about your daddy. Like I had to go find what's his name?
What, his father?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Derek Graham. It started with a D. Something. I went and looked up his Instagram page. Like,
damn. The Steve Harvey shit. Yeah.
He kind of went in.
But you know who I think won? Steve Harvey.
No, and Drake Daddy was like, "Who the fuck is a Pusha T? Tell him I'll push his T."
Oh, you can't be talking like that, man.
That's what Drake Daddy said.
No, man.
But yeah, Steve Harvey is definitely the winner of that battle.
But I think I'm thinking, right? Like as far as battle rap,
you've been thinking a lot today, man.
Yeah, I think all the time.
Oh,
I'm thinking about these records, right? Mm-hmm. And I think about the Meek Mill beef.
I don't think. All right, so was it Joe Budden that said the reason Back to Back was such a good song?
Played it in the club.
Yeah, that was Joe Budden that said that, right?
Cause it was
like when they played that song in the club, motherfuckers was still dancing.
Back to Back was on the radio
for a long time.
Yeah,
Back to Back was like a Drake single.
Yes,
like it was actually good, and you're not gonna find that on the album.
Exactly.
Like if you weren't living at this time and you didn't know about that, you're not gonna find that ever. Right. You know, like that's just here and gone. You know. Yeah, whatever happened to that? So he just decided that Nicki Minaj was crazy and he just wanted Rihanna? Or maybe he saw that he might have had a chance with Rihanna, so he stopped chasing Nicki Minaj.
I don't be knowing what goes along. I think that all of these people intertwine and then somebody gets in their feelings and that fucks up the coolness of the whole situation.
Cause remember when Drake first came out, he was all about Nicki Minaj. I
mean, you think about it, right? You think about school, think about jobs, think about anything where you have a set group of women that you around all the time.
Yeah.
It's some fucking gonna take place.
Yeah.
If not accident. some liking.
Yeah, at least some liking.
Feelings is gonna get mixed into the shit.
Yeah.
So when that shit goes out of whack, everything gets crazy and weird.
Yeah, man.
I think that's what happened, man. Shit just got weird because that's how shit gets. And then you got Drake. I don't know Drake, but from his music, he's a very sensitive guy. So when she comes around with this dude, Willie and four-wheelers.
So you say he's a sensitive guy, but he's definitely no pushy.
You said that, not me, sir. Not me.
You keep looking at the bottom of that cup, man. You want to pause this and time out and go fill her up?
I'm enjoying the ice.
Yeah, man. Nice ice.
But anywho, yeah, as far as the records go, man, I really enjoyed the Duppy freestyle, and I listened to it way more than the story of Adidon. And I'm thinking 2 years from now, I can still go back and enjoy Duppy as a song because it was an original beat.
Yeah.
It was two verses.
I guess the story of Adidon has something that Duppy freestyle doesn't have.
Oh, that was a war record though.
And it has
definitely a war record.
Like when I hear when the story of Adidon comes on, the first thing I see is the caricatures
the story
and the Jay-Z. Yeah. I see the Jay-Z video. And
that's the chess part.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
Yeah, that's the chess part, and I can respect
and it makes sense because of the cover art. Like it was all this black how you say it, blaxploitation?
Blackface. Yeah, the blaxploitation.
Yeah.
Minstrel show. It was a minstrel.
Like the cartoon that Jay-Z's video portrayed was the same thing that Drake was portraying in the cover art. It was like,
it all ties in together.
That.
Like it was almost something Drake would do.
Yeah. That was. Yeah, I see. Okay, now I see why they're calling it a chess game because it's not it's not like a.
It's like entendres.
Yeah, it's not a Biggie and Pac thing where somebody's gonna die and then the other guy's gonna die because he died. It's a.
But when you listen to the interview, right? Did you hear the part where they played the tapes of Drake people trying to pay people for information on Pusha?
No, but I heard Pusha talking about it.
They had $100K out there floating.
Yeah.
That make me think about I'm upset.
Yeah.
Like, man, these motherfuckers is really out here with the bag trying to come for your head.
So I'm upset. Was that Pusha T? Or was that Drake?
I don't know. That's funny.
Like, was Drake saying Pusha? I put 500,000 on Pusha T's head, and he respected that. Mm-hmm. Then I put 50,000 on his head. He didn't respect that. Then I put 100,000 on his head. He didn't respect that. Mm-hmm. And then I put 500,000 on his head.
Now he respects.
All right, now he respects that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Pusha T didn't put any money on Drake's head.
Oh no.
I feel like
you see where he got his information from with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then it's talking about rules. Rules in battle rap. Rules. There are no rules.
Look at Jason Van Dyke. There are no rules. Now you're here to serve and protect. You're gonna shoot this man 16 times.
There are no rules. Like, you see what Young Vic did.
Yeah. You see what any street fight you ever been in. Yeah. If I got a broom in my hand, I'm finna whack you with this broom.
Right. People putting their feet on people and all of that.
There's no rules in anger.
Any kind. It's like, it's like the old saying goes. Like if we sitting here right now and I slap you in your face, right? If you bust my head with this inbox, I can't be like, man, I just slapped you. Why you hit me with that? Like, nigga, I can't tell you how to react.
Yeah.
Like, man, you started the shit. So what? It was just my wife's name. You don't know what the hell my wife had to say about that shit. I got to deal with my wife.
Yeah.
You know
yes, I do. Shit, I do.
I got to go home and deal with my wife. So for you to tell me what I can't say, nigga.
How the fuck this nigga know my name?
Yeah, you brought the one person into it that I have to deal with for the rest of my life.
To have and to hold.
Yeah, through sickness. How things come back around. The Faculty Lounge podcast.
Yes.
Introspective. Yeah, man. Yeah, but shit, we've been on that shit for quite a while.
Man, we've been on we've only talked about like 2 things.
Yeah. I mean, it's when you go down the rabbit hole, man. It's speaking of going down holes. This is episode 24.
What are you talking about?
This is episode 24. This is episode 24, and Kobe Bryant. Okay, so Kobe Bryant
deliveries through the rear.
Kobe Bryant had an animated film, Dear Basketball, that was nominated for a film festival award, and they took Kobe out of the running because of the allegation, the 2003 rape allegation. 2003.
Yeah, man.
Kobe Bryant is a 5-time NBA champion, philanthropist, filmmaker.
So I feel like Bill Cosby set the bar. If you haven't done more than Bill Cosby, you could have never done anything ever in your life.
I mean, but look at because I think of people like Woody Allen.
Like, you got like 5 NBA rings, right?
Morgan Freeman and shit.
I mean, Woody Allen is like, yes, but not Morgan Freeman.
Right, Morgan, that's kind of a reach for Morgan Freeman, but if they wanted to pull it, they could.
But everybody said Morgan Freeman, shut up. Everybody said Louis C.K., shut up.
Yeah.
Look, I'm a fucking baller, right? I'm Louis C.K. I'll bring you up to my apartment. Now, This is what my Jewish aunt said. She said, if you bring me up to your apartment and you pull out your meat and you tell me and my girl that you finna start beating your meat, it's up to me to walk out of that apartment.
Get up and leave.
You're not holding me hostage. The door is right there. I could just walk out of this apartment. And you're not gonna stop beating the meat. But I'm gonna be gone.
Like, he gave you a disclaimer that, man, look, in 10 seconds, I'm going to pull my meat out and beat it.
All right. you can stay if you want to. But if you want to stay, you can't complain. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Woody Allen, that's weird. Yeah. He adopted a little Asian girl, grew her, and then married her. Yeah. It's weird, but it's legal, kind of.
Now, do these things pale?
Is Woody Allen compared to Baby kissing Lil Wayne on the mouth?
No.
Because it's actual ball sex.
Game, right? Like, that's not a sexual act. What they was doing,
kissing each other on the mouth.
That's not a sexual act. They wasn't kissing each other because they was attracted to one another.
Yeah, it was a father-son thing. Yeah, there's an actually adopted father, adopted son. Yeah. Kissing each other on the lips. Yeah. I don't know, man. My son, he be kissing me on the lips sometimes. I'd be weirded out. I mean, he's only 4 years old, you know, but they'd be like, hey, go kiss your dad.
Well, you know, my nephew had that thing. You got to remember that they don't have no ideas of that.
Yeah, they don't know. He's still trying to learn how to wipe his butt.
All right, so let's see. How do these things, the Woody Allen, the Morgan Freemans, the Bill Cosbys, how do these things compare to Kobe Bryant?
All right, so
let's recap what he was alleged in 2003. So in 2003, while they were on a road game, I can't remember what state they were in, but he engaged in consensual sex with, what was it, a member of the housekeeping staff at the hotel?
I thought it was just like a hooker.
Right.
Or a woman. I don't want to say hooker. I thought it was just like an escort or just like a girl he met at the bar.
Right. Whatever the case, we don't know exactly who she was, but
it was a female.
Right. A female. He engaged in consensual sex with a female, and then he requested to have anal sex with her. When she refused or declined, he proceeded to penetrate.
You see, now the funny chauvinistic question would have been like, well, was he already in there?
In the butt.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you slip and you...
Because it is right there.
And then once you in there, you stop. Because it's like...
but look.
You know, but that's the funny chauvinistic...
You don't slip
2016.
You don't slip and go in there unless something's been in there already.
I mean...
Because if you slip, you're hitting a brick wall.
You got to figure, this is an athlete. This is I
don't think I want to know where you're going.
This is a performance-trained muscular body. You know, if he, he's in there. It's like me punching a piece of drywall versus Conor McGregor punching a piece of drywall.
You're making it so graphic right now, man.
Is gonna put a hole in the drywall, whereas I might hurt my knuckles. You know, like, you feel me?
But as we understand it, they were having consensual sex, and we requested to have anal sex, and she declined, and he proceeded to do it anyway.
Like, it was like, it's in there. Can I go? Or was it like, can I go?
Let me get in that.
Yeah.
And she's like, nah. He's like, fuck, I'm going.
Yeah.
You already ready.
At that point, you gotta like, I don't know what you gotta do, but you gotta do something.
Right.
You're not just getting in there. You know, you like
right, exactly. There's a process to getting in there.
There's like a shoulder grab and a leg grab and a
because if you realistically, if you're clenching, if you're a woman and you're clenching, it's gonna be difficult for the man to get in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Like, rape is not cool.
It's not funny and it's not a game.
Like, once you say no,
that's it.
You know, like, I've been in the middle of consensual sex and been almost there, you know, with no condom on.
And then stop.
And then it's like, we're not ready for another kid. We're not going to have another kid. Mm-hmm. And that just like fucks everything up.
I was watching a video of this one lady. She like, man, look, I don't give a fuck if we 7 pumps in. If I say stop, it's over.
Yeah. Now I agree with that because I've had this conversation with Zan decades ago.
You just keep on putting people's names in it.
Hey, man, anybody who follow, man, follow, like, subscribe, comment,
share.
But you know, Zan is one of the more outspoken people in our wider circle,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And I had this conversation with her.
She's a martyr for the cause.
Yeah, a long time ago we had this conversation. Like, you could be inside of me, and if I say stop, you stop. And I was like, for real? Like, I didn't argue with it because any argument would have sounded rapey.
Yeah.
So I didn't argue with it at all. Much. You know.
Now, what I will say is, as a person who has to give consent, that is what's the word I'm looking for? That is a tricky situation to put yourself in.
Slippery slope?
No, it's not. It's not a slippery slope. No, it's not a slippery slope at all. It's not. I'm just saying that when you give somebody permission to enter you, and once the sensation takes hold, it's a dangerous situation if you're not sure that's what you want to do.
I guess that's a part of the awakening. You know, like 20. I come back to this every episode. 12, 21, 2012. You know, like, we realized that the church is full of fuckery, and then we also realized that women carry a hole. Like, they walk around with what we used to call a fuck hole.
I never called it.
You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean.
No, I know.
I never called it that, but
I know.
But you know, it's a whatchamacallit, man. Like, there's a lot of drug dealers in the neighborhood, you know, and you would see, if you go to the corner store, if you drive your car down the block, you're gonna see a girl walking down the street and 2 or 3 guys pursuing her, like, literally walking faster than her, behind her, up to her.
Oh yeah, I see it all the time, man. It shows you, like, man, it's difficult being a woman out here.
Like, imagine having a fuck hole and 3 fuck sticks approaching you. That's some scary shit.
It is scary.
Like, that is not cool.
And then put yourself in the perspective of a young woman that's just hit puberty and just developed and grown her body out and having to deal with these circumstances on a daily basis.
Yeah. See, now around here, what you see is a lot is van. With
the nasty rims, man van.
With the rims and the 15s and the
sounds and shit.
And this nigga got on Balenciagas with the fucking Balmain jacket. And, ooh, he got some money, girl. He can buy me a Mickey Mouse book bag for school. You know? And you get up in that van, don't know what's gonna happen. And you don't realize that you've been sodomized. You don't realize that you just been raped. Like, you got in the van, so you blame yourself for getting in the van. But really, all along, this guy just molested a child.
It was everything that was done was calculated to get you inside the van.
Yeah, the Balmain jacket,
the rims, the sounds, the van. Everything was put here for you to get in this van.
Yeah. Like, it's
So let's get back to Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, man. That was we just got real sad and dark. I mean,
because when you talk about this kind of stuff, man, it seems like now more than ever, it's a re-education process for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So to where we'll look at this critically, a lot of dudes be like, man, she was in there already, and like, man,
she opened the bottle, she blessed the bottle, so right, I blessed her.
You can't look at it that way, man. If we ever want to be a better people, we can't just look at it that way.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? So the film festival dropped his film Dear Basketball, right?
But see, now they went back 15 years,
and then it's the case was never settled in court. They settled out of court for an undisclosed amount of money.
Yeah.
Right?
But I mean, you're not innocent if you have to. Okay. Let me retract my statement, because you could be innocent of rape
I mean, you could be innocent altogether.
But no. You definitely cheated on your wife because it almost went in her booty hole. Yeah. So for it to get to her booty hole, you had to take your pants off. Mm-hmm. You know. So yeah, your wife deserves the $4 million ring. Right. But he didn't get convicted
in the court of law.
Yeah. Of sodomizing.
So as far as the law goes, he's not a rapist.
But he is an adulterer. Mm-hmm. And I think adultery and sodomy is still against the law in certain states. Yeah. Uh-huh.
But I mean, the question that I'm asking is, do you ever outlive the sins of the past? Because like we said, this was how long ago? 15 years ago.
15 years. It's 2018. And that happened in 2003.
Kobe Bryant, like we said, is a philanthropist. He's an NBA champion. He's a role model, and he makes.
And most importantly, he took Brandy on prom.
He did take Brandy on prom, and he did a song with Tyra Banks.
Yeah.
Yes, he's done all these.
That's fucked up, man. Tyra Banks and Kobe Bryant should have never gotten in the music industry. Yeah. For them to do a song together, that is not like Shaq doing a song with Biggie.
Oh no, Shaq went platinum.
Yeah,
but
Shaq went platinum.
But can you respect them dropping Kobe Bryant's film from the festival after everything we just finished, that long road we just walked down to make it here?
If it was, do you think they would have dropped it if it was Dirk Nowitzki? If it was Steve Nash? Same scandal, same time period of NBA greatness?
So are we bringing color into it now?
Not color. I guess color is race, yes.
Right, so you saying if it was a white man, would it be the same circumstance? Well, Marv Albert is still on TV.
I don't know who that is.
All right, so Marv Albert got in trouble for grabbing a woman's breast. This was a while ago, but you can still.
What about the old white man that grabbed Mel B's booty on TV?
On camera. And she had to check him on camera.
Is he still on TV?
I believe so. I haven't heard anything about him being ostracized.
Because I feel like they're going back. Like, you can't say they're going back too far because, I mean, rape is rape, right? That's your whole argument for Bill Cosby. Rape is rape.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I brought this up, because I've been struggling with this myself.
So, like, booty grabbing, titty grabbing, that's
sexual
harassment.
Assault,
harassment.
Assault.
But it's not rape.
It is not rape.
You know, and it's like...
That's the slippery slope.
Yeah, it's like, if you've ever raped somebody, we don't want you to be around us, which is understandable. If you ever rape somebody, I don't want you around me, you know? But now, if you ever grabbed her by the pussy and she said no and smacked you, you know, hopefully you learned your lesson, you know? You could still hit the bottle, but you're not finna be grabbing her by the pussy around me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But rape is a calculated assault. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you rape somebody, I don't want you around me. You know what I'm saying? Because if you rape somebody around me, I'm going to fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? I got a sister. I got aunties. My son got, 6 aunties? Like, nah, you're not raping nobody around me. You know what I'm saying? There's all sorts of little girls and shit around here. No. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want no rapists around.
Right. So we have the stance taken.
Yeah.
So where do we stand at? Because it's like we pretty much decided that when it comes to rape, it's black and white. So are we talking about? See, this is very interesting. This is very interesting because you got Bill Cosby, who's been convicted of something. Then you got R. Kelly, that's been convicted of nothing.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, do we give R. Kelly a pass because he wasn't convicted in a court of law?
No, because I just didn't give Kobe Bryant a pass.
Right. So that's I say that to bring back Marv Albert. Marv Albert is still working today. And he had a whole sex trial 20 years ago. 21 years ago.
Did he get convicted?
No, he's still working. He works on TNT.
Oh, that guy.
Yes, that's Marv Albert. Yeah. So maybe you do have a point if it was someone of a different persuasion. Or better yet, somebody that wasn't at the subject of an organization such as the NBA, because Marv Albert is what we would call a contractor, where Kobe Bryant is a player. Yeah. So I don't know, but even so, so we're saying that the film festival.
Can you do it, y'all?
What happened?
I got this.
All right, I'll keep it going. So what I'm thinking is the film festival. You can't say they're wrong for taking a stance, right? That's their personal belief, and that's the stance that they want to take. But I was just trying to figure out, is there a time when someone can be rehabilitated from their actions? You know, when you do something wrong, you have to grow and change and learn from your mistakes and never make that mistake again. And I would say that Kobe Bryant has been outstanding in his role as a leader, as a champion, as a father, right? All of these things. So is there any redemption? Does that play a role in whether or not you take something away from somebody?
You see now, and that's what I'm thinking about. The fact that it is 15 years later out of his, how old is Kobe Bryant?
Like 40?
Yeah.
Like 42?
So you figure it's been over a third of his lifetime since this has happened. And there's been no more allegations, no more charges brought up, no more women.
Right, because he was in his 20s.
Yeah, and he's in his 40s now. So at this point, it's like,
you're talking to a whole different person.
Yeah. I mean, look at us.
Yeah.
look at dumbass 16-year-old us.
I shudder. I shudder to go back to that guy.
Look at high off the shrooms 23, 24-year-old us. And then look at us now.
Think about DUI me and now me. Yeah. Yeah, and that wasn't even that long ago.
Remember when Bacardi let you drive over the fucking cul-de-sac?
Oh, man, that wasn't Bacardi. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, I think this is a good conversation to have, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
What?
Now I kind of retract my statements. Like I don't retract my statement. I don't want no rapists around the women in my life, you know. But at the same time,
I mean, you can forgive, but you can never forget.
Yeah.
You know
what I'm saying? And now,
is
it really up to a film festival to forgive or forget, though? Like, is that even any of their business?
Well, I mean, I guess it's a child's film festival. That's what it was. Because it's a children's animated film.
But that's the thing, though. Like, he's never
been a child molester.
Yeah. He's not a convicted child molester.
I don't know. I think the time that we live in, it puts too much pressure on the individual to be a certain level of you have to be beyond reproach in certain respects. Like, you have to be beyond a shadow of a doubt to be accepted into today's society. And who fits into that criteria? I don't know who.
Snoop Dogg.
But I don't know. I don't know. I it's like a double-edged sword with this Kobe thing, man. But I definitely feel like, don't you say it. Don't you say it. You motherfucker. Don't say it.
Kanye West.
Yeah, so I think that they're well within their rights as being a platform for children.
Steve Harvey.
But yeah, I mean, they made their decision. I personally think Kobe Bryant is. Would you stop that? I personally think Kobe Bryant has been a great example.
A$AP Rocky.
For black people in society. So
I feel like A$AP Rocky has done some nasty things.
I don't know what A$AP Rocky's done. I don't want to know.
I feel like A$AP Rocky is he might be brought up on charges in the next decade.
I'm not gonna wish that on anybody.
No, I'm not wishing it on him. I'm just
putting it out there. You put it out into the world, man. It's out there now. You can't take it back.
I feel like he's been a nasty man.
Yeah. So yeah, you want to give closing thoughts on that, man?
Kobe.
Yeah. I mean, I just think people that can change. He wasn't convicted of anything, and that was a long time ago in his life, and he's made significant changes, and he's a great role model for children with passion to pursue things.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't heard anything bad about Kobe since then.
Me neither.
You know what I'm saying?
And
as a man,
him hugging his kids and all of that, man, it's a beautiful thing. Man.
As a man, I feel like he's a great man. Besides the one night, you know, I don't want to get into the he was drinking and he's an athlete and they was strong on it and
that's beyond the point.
Yeah, I'm not defending what he did that one night, but if it was just that one night, like to bring back Kobe Bryant doing that in 2003, is like Trump pardoning Jack Johnson. Like, why are you bringing him all the way back from being dead for decades,
digging him up out the grave to
hey, don't forget
for something that we all forgot about.
Yeah,
you
know what I'm saying? Like it's not fair.
Well said. So, all right, we got 8 minutes? You wanna your prediction on Banksy? You wanna do that real quick?
Yeah, man. I feel like that is if they don't the painting didn't shred all the way. The shredder jammed halfway through the painting. So it's still one piece of paper. So, like I said, that thing is going to go up. It's going to be 2.8 at the next auction, if not 5 mil. It's basically the story of OJ. I bought a painting for 1.4. 2 years later, it's worth 2.8. 8 years later, it's worth 16.4. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what's gonna happen with the Banksy thing, man.
Yeah. So, I mean, all right. So we spent a lot of time on a couple things, but I think we really got in deep on the topics that we was talking about.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Because everything really revolved around marriage.
Right. We tied everything together so well without even trying.
Yeah,
man. That was good.
You know, we usually say this after the episode, but I think this was a good episode, man.
I think it was pretty good.
I think we tied everything in together. You know?
Yeah. But that was Kobe status, everybody.
Yeah, man. Shouts out to Rihanna.
Yep.
Shouts out to Amy Schumer. You know? Yeah, man. Okay. Shouts out to the city of New York for having no shootings.
Right. For the first time since 1993.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's 25 years ago, right?
You know? Yeah, man. Shouts out to Jay-Z for listening to his wife.
Yep.
Shouts out to Ahmadinejad.
Oh yeah. Muhammad Ahmadinejad for quoting Tupac lyrics.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the anniversary of Huey Newton's birthday.
Yeah. No, not Huey Newton. Yeah, Huey Newton.
Yeah, it was Huey Newton. Yeah.
Shouts out
to Canada. We glossed over it. Canada legalized reefer all across the board. Shouts out to Canada, man.
Yeah, man.
Light
it's
that
only
shit
the
up.
second country, man.
Yep.
So, all right, going back to the Mega Millions. My grandmother said, if I ever won the lottery, I would move somewhere that you never hear about on the news, like Paraguay or Uruguay. And Canada is only the second country in the world to legalize marijuana across the board.
Right.
Only second to Uruguay. Yeah, man. Shouts out to Uruguay. Yo, you know the president has a presidential palace, but he still lives in his little one-room shack on his farm. Like, he's a humble dude, and you can come to his crib and just kick it with the president of Uruguay.
Oh, that's a good look. Shouts out to the president of Uruguay.
Yeah, shouts out to Uruguay.
Rest in peace to Dennis Hoff, owner of the Bunny Ranch.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, man, if you need to do the booty stuff, man, just pay somebody for the consensual stuff, man.
So we've gone back to standard definition, so we got to get up out of here, man. Make sure y'all tune in next week for episode 25. And
staying live at 25.
We about to get drunk and do some editing. So, what time is it?
Time to get back to the students.
That was a little bit.